this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next?
Rifles one, and that's going to be
picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance
out to his left.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easy.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And down inside the 15 he goes.
A handoff running left is Mostert.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete.
Touchdown! Deebo Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, it's Carson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
On play action, Lance
completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense, as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. And make sure you take care of the ball.
There he goes, right side. 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long because that's his third touchdown of the game. And by far, the best touchdown of the bunch. They came into this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
On third down, it's Franklin. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers continue to roll. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On third down, Franklin. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Now here's Michael Dixon standing right on his own 5-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
241 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
There's Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Niners get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
Seahawks 3.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On third down, it's Carson, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded at the 20.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, 49ers!
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as Ed sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They run again with Carson. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. This is Carson, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Room here to run. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they take a knee.